Good afternoon, David Atkins, Target Individual, back with another video. Today I'm going to talk about cognitive warfare, and I'm going to make it pretty simple. I'm going to read 22 statements that provide a summary of the nature, scope, and goals of the technologies, perpetrators, and targets of cognitive warfare, as outlined in this article I read. And what you got to remember is cognitive warfare is the battle for neural weapons, battle for your brain. And they're testing this stuff out on us targets. They're perfecting this cognitive warfare stuff on us through research. So I'm going to start out with a Bible verse like I always do. And you got to remember, have you ever thought, well, this preacher is a good preacher, but, I don't listen to that preacher because, and this is for my believers. If you're not a believer, just fast forward to the information. But listen, or you can be curious and hear what I have to say. But anyway, so have you ever heard somebody say, well, I don't listen to that preacher because that preacher's about money. He's doing it for money. You can still learn from that preacher. Just because the preacher's doing it for the wrong reason does not mean he don't have good stuff he's talking. Jesus is still using him too, and I'm going to prove it. All right, here. Then I'm going to go into the information about cognitive warfare. Matthew 7:21 through 23. Not everyone who says to me, Lord, Lord, will enter the kingdom of heaven, but only the ones who does the will of my Father who is in heaven. Many will say to me on that day, Lord, Lord, did we not prophesy in your name, and in your name drive out demons, and in your name perform many miracles? Then I will tell them plainly, I never knew you. Away from me, you evildoers, because they done it for the wrong reasons. They done it for money. They done it for attention. They done it for notoriety. They've done it to manipulate people. But Jesus still got his message. I'm convinced of that. So don't never close your mind to a messenger, because if Jesus can still work through them, even though they're doing it for the wrong reasons, and they can still carry a good message, and they'll pay in the end if they're doing it for the wrong reasons. Anyway, I'm getting into cognitive warfare. The following 22 statements and I believe the best strategy for target individuals as well as target audiences and nations now is to continue to educate the public about these atrocities, to find countermeasures and shielding techniques to defend ourselves from exotic technologies, and identify weak links in the cognitive warfare kill chain and target those aspects of the weapon system. Okay, here's 22 statements that provide a summary of the scope and goals of technologies and perpetrators and the targets of cognitive warfare. Okay. Cognitive warfare, a new form of combat, is the sixth operational warfare domain, in addition to air, land, sea, space, cyberspace, as cognitive warfare involves the human domain. Recall Jade Helm's 2015 Drills logo, Mastering the Human Domain. The human mind is now a new domain of war. And I'm not going in that yet. I'll go in that different day. Most advances in research and development efforts this is number 2, of cognitive warfare have been conducted by the United States Department of Defense Advanced Research Projects, or DARPA, and Intelligence Age Advanced Research Projects, IARPA. Intelligence Advanced Research Projects Activity. 3. Cognitive warfare, the battle for your brain, involves militarization of brain science. The brain is the battlefield of the 21st century. 4. Cognitive warfare is a fight against what we think and the way we think and seeks to change how we act. Have you ever noticed targets that are getting hit with weapons? Have you ever noticed it's all about your brain? You get frequencies in your brain. Your brain starts frying. Your brain starts tingling. They do it all through your brain. It's neuroscience, cognitive warfare. If you're getting hit with weapons, you're more than likely experiencing cognitive warfare. Okay, number 5. The objectives of cognitive warfare are to sow dissonance, instigate conflicting narratives, polarize opinion, and radicalize groups. Cognitive warfare can motivate people to act in ways that can disrupt or fragment an otherwise cohesive society. 6. Cognitive warfare involves hacking the individual and exploiting vulnerabilities in the human brain for social engineering purposes. And if you don't believe in cognitive warfare, you think I just made this up, go Google it. Matter of fact, Google NATO's cognitive warfare. See if it shows up. All right. 7. Cognitive warfare is the art of using neurotechnologies to alter the cognition of human targets in order to harm the cognitive abilities of opponents, make everyone a weapon, harm societies as well as the military, and capture the psychocultural as well as the geographical high ground at home and abroad. 8. The cognitive warfare battlefield is global via the internet. Just as this new mode of battle has no geographic borders, it has no time limit. With no beginning, no end, this conquest knows no respite anywhere, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. 9. Anyone and everyone can be a target of cognitive warfare. Any user of modern information technologies is a potential target. Cognitive warfare targets the whole of a nation's human capital. Everyone and anyone is considered embedded fifth column, such as a part of Russian or Chinese sleeper cells who might do the bidding of our enemies, and therefore is considered an adversary. Number 10. Today's progresses in nanotechnology, biotechnology, information technology, and cognitive science, boosted by seemingly unstoppable march of triumphant outcome made of artificial intelligence, big data, and civilizational digital addiction have created a much more ominous prospect, an embedded fifth column where everyone, unbeknownst to him or her, is behaving according to the plans of one of our competitors. Again, for example, China and Russia. And there's a comment, of course, this is nonsense, reflects the view of radical individuals in the opposition to aggression in foreign nations is treason. These very same smearing, projection tactic and false pretext were used to demonize and attack political opponents and domestic enemies during the Cold War, Vietnam War. Embedded with this big lie are several other big lies, including war is the inevitable mechanism by which humans resolve disputes. Our nation must therefore commit over half its annual budget to maintaining the largest, most powerful war machine in the world. Might makes right. Truth-telling and political opposition to the rulers are treason. Okay, number 11. I got off topic. Cognitive warfare is a part of hybrid warfare, unconventional warfare against the self-declared adversaries, targeted individuals, audiences, populations, nations. Hybrid warfare also includes economic warfare, cyber warfare, information warfare, psychological warfare. 12. Neuroscientific methods and technologies are directly to facilitate the performance of combatants, create super soldiers, the integration of human-machine interfaces to optimize combat capabilities of semi-autonomous vehicles, drones, and development of biological and chemical weapons and neuroweapons. 13. This new form of digital warfare will precede physical warfare in proximity to hubs of political and economic power. 14. All academic disciplines will be implicated in cognitive warfare and be required to work closely with military. These especially include social and human sciences, including psychology, anthropology, history, the hard sciences, data sciences, system engineering. If kinetic power cannot defeat the enemy, psychology and related behavior and social sciences stand to fill the void. Oh, okay. They're vibrating right now. Okay, let's see. 15. NATO member states are already targeting domestic populations at an unprecedented rate. They are now targeting target individuals, target audience, and entire population. Figures in the NATO military cartel increasingly see their own domestic populations as a threat, fearing civilians to be potential Russian. Okay, man. 16. Cognitive warfare will lead to the militarization of all aspects of human society and psychology, the most intimate of social relationships to the mind itself. 17. Cognitive warfare has universal reach from starting with the individual to states and multinational organizations. Its field of action is global and its aim to seize control of the human being, civilian as well as military, to capture psychocultural in addition to geographical high ground. 18. The weaponization of neurons can and will be fatal. Cognitive warfare will be utilized to mitigate aggression and foster cognitions and emotions of affiliation, of a passivity, including morbidity, disability, or suffering, and neutralize potential opponents or incur mortality. In other words, to maim and kill people. 19. Cognitive warfare is potentially endless since there can be no peace treaty or surrender for this type of conflict, as well as the potential execution of a cognitive warfare to complement a military conflict. It can also be conducted alone without any link to an engagement of the armed forces. 20. NATO military officers are calling on corporations to invest in NATO's cognitive warfare research. Twice a year, NATO holds pitch-style events, Innovation Challenge, where they call on private companies, organizations, and researchers to help develop new tactics and technologies for them. NATO Innovation Challenge indicates that all corporate innovators will maintain complete control of their intellectual property. Imagine that. Private corporations to invest in cognitive warfare. Private companies are assigned to each target individual. I guarantee each target individual has some company that's doing this research and doing reports, gathering data, what they find, what tactics they can do, how they can torture somebody. That's why you'll never, well, sometimes, but most time, everybody's targeting is different. Okay, 21. The Shark Tank-like challenges. Activities reflect the predominant influence of neoliberal ideology within NATO, as participants mobilize the free market, public-private partnerships, and compromise at the promise of cash prizes to advance the agenda of the military-industrial complex. 22. Cognitive warfare is attractive to politicians and society managers. Cognitive warfare may well be the missing element that allows transition from military victory on the battlefield to lasting political success. The human domain might well be the decisive domain wherein multi-domain operations achieve the commander's effect. The first 5 domains can give tactical and operational victories. Only the human domain can achieve the full in the final and the full victory. And this is in article called Behind NATO's Cognitive Warfare. That's just 22 things about it. We're in trouble, folks. We're in trouble. They've had this technology forever. They're trying to perfect it, and even they're trying to advance it and advance it and advance it. It's been around a long time, though, believe it or not. The government's like 80 years ahead of us on what they let us know. Okay, only the human don't. Okay, and like I said, before I close, this is what we can do about it. This is about all we can do about it. And it's 3 points, and I mentioned them before. Let's see, I went past it. Continue to educate the public about these atrocities. Continue to try to find countermeasures and shielding techniques to defend ourselves from these exotic technologies and identify weak links in cognitive warfare kill chain and target those aspects of the weapon system. Hope y'all have a good day. Better than I'm having. I'm getting burnt as we speak. I've been sick all day, barely been able to move. So I had to force myself to do a video because I promised I would yesterday. So anyway, God bless y'all. Thanks for everybody who watches my videos and learns from it. Just please spread this information. That's my goal, to raise awareness to not only public, but mainly new target individuals who think they're going crazy and they're not. Anyway, God bless y'all. Y'all have a good day.